You just handed someone their biggest loss and became their biggest regret at the same time. Whoever this person is, they literally cannot shut up about you and the massive loss that you handed them. This is somebody who never thought it would be you that would hand them a defeat like this. And the wild thing is, collective, this has nothing to do with you going out of your way to make them lose. This is somebody who thought they could come up against you and that everything was going to be fine. They didn't realize that coming for you would land them with this big. Hey there, beautiful souls. This is Alara from True Soul Tarot Guidance, and wow, do I have a powerful reading for you today. We're going to look into what's happening with this energy that just refuses to stop talking about you. This is someone or maybe even multiple people who are dealing with the consequences of their own actions, and they are realizing that messing with you was the worst decision they ever made. Therefore, make yourself comfortable, pour your preferred beverage, and let us explore what insights the Spirit has for us today. As always, please only take what resonates with you. If something does not align with your circumstances, feel free to disregard it and embrace only what resonates with your heart. Now, right from the outset, I am sensing the energy of an individual who was remarkably oblivious, believing they would never regret their actions towards you. This is a person who genuinely thought they could proceed without facing any repercussions for their behavior. The level of arrogance displayed here is truly astonishing. They convinced themselves that the outcome would not be as it is. In fact, they were so confident that it would be you who would experience the greatest loss imaginable. Can you believe that? They truly believed you would be the one left shattered and defeated. However, here is the reality, collective. While this situation may have been challenging during your experience, in retrospect, you are beginning to understand that the manner in which everything unfolded was necessary, as it was the only way for the truth to emerge. You now possess no doubt regarding the character of this individual, as they have done an excellent job of revealing the type of energy they embody. This could be someone who is unaccustomed to others seeing through their deceit until they encountered someone like you. Now, they cannot stop talking. They are adamantly unwilling to remain silent about you. Those around them may be growing increasingly frustrated with this individual. Initially, people may have entertained this person's constant references to you. They might have even participated in the conversation at the start, but it now appears to have evolved into an unhealthy fixation. It has reached a point where others are questioning, are we still discussing this? This person deeply regrets everything that it appears that someone continues to bear the consequences of their actions, which they never anticipated would lead to such an outcome. They assumed it would be you, burdened with regret, unaware that you would learn from the experience and grow. You transformed and gained strength, while they are left questioning, how is this even feasible? Because they were convinced of the result they desired. Allow me to draw some cards to uncover what the Spirit wishes to reveal regarding this matter. Oh my goodness, indeed. The first card that emerges is the Tower. This is particularly significant as the Tower symbolizes a sudden upheaval, an unforeseen chaos that entered your life. It was an event that struck you seemingly out of the blue. You may have experienced certain individuals turning against you all at once, leaving you in disbelief, thinking, what on earth is happening? It might have even felt like a coordinated attack against you. How long have these individuals been whispering and conspiring behind my back? The Tower energy indicates that this was meant to be a significant disruption in your life. It was intended to have a profoundly negative effect on your peace and stability. However, what they failed to foresee, collective, was your ability to emerge from this Tower moment victorious. With the Tower, I also perceive that you possess an elevated perspective. This is something they completely did not expect from you, which is astonishing because if anyone truly observed how you communicate and navigate through life, they would recognize that you have always maintained a higher perspective. You have consistently been someone capable of transcending the drama and viewing situations from a broader viewpoint. They believed this tower moment would shatter you, yet you remain steadfast and resilient. The tower in this context illustrates that you have endured something intended to break you. This was intended to be your downfall, yet you remain standing. Not only are you still upright, but you are also flourishing. You transformed what was meant to annihilate you into a source of motivation for your metamorphosis. The second card presented is the Eight of Swords in reverse. How remarkable this is. The upright Eight of Swords generally signifies feelings of entrapment, blindness, and restriction, as if there is no escape from a challenging circumstance. However, in reverse, this card indicates that you have liberated yourself. You have removed the blindfold. You have perceived the reality of the situation and discovered your exit from that mental confinement. This serves as confirmation that whatever attempts were made by these individuals to keep you immobilized, bewildered, or unaware of the true circumstances were futile. You unraveled the mystery. You connected the dots. You penetrated the deceptions and falsehoods. The Eight of Swords in reverse symbolizes freedom, insight, and the release from constraining beliefs or harmful environments. I sense that you were aware something was amiss. You could feel that there was a setting or collective of individuals working against you. You were cognizant of the rumors, the scheming, the plotting, and despite their efforts to make you feel as though you were delusional or imagining things, you relied on your intuition. You resolved matters independently. You successfully maneuvered through all this turmoil and disarray, which was something they never anticipated you could accomplish. They believed they had you trapped. They presumed they had you figured out. They thought you would remain ensnared in that confusion and never uncover the reality of what was transpiring behind your back. However, the Eight of Swords in reverse reveals that you are no one's fool. You may have extended the benefit of the doubt to others. You may have exhibited kindness and patience, but you were also observant. You were vigilant, absorbing information when the moment was appropriate. You perceived everything with clarity. Currently, the energy surrounding the individual who cannot cease discussing you is exceedingly intense. I observe a significant amount of concern and stress emanating from this person. They are perpetually monitoring your energy, attempting to discern your activities, your emotional state, and whether you are all right. Each time they check in, they consistently find that you are, in fact, doing well. You are more than just fine. You are thriving, and this realization is driving them to the brink of madness. They are perplexed as to how they have experienced a loss while you have achieved a victory. This individual is suffering from a considerable headache due to this predicament. They are exhausted, reacting impulsively, and are entirely overwhelmed. They perceive numerous disruptions in their life at this moment. Ironically, they were the ones who initially introduced these disturbances into your life. What they are currently facing is a form of karma. They instigated chaos and interference in your existence, and now they find themselves submerged in it. The third card that emerges is the High Priestess. This is a significant revelation. The High Priestess symbolizes intuition, inner wisdom, secrets, and concealed knowledge. This card indicates that you have maintained a profound connection to your intuitive abilities throughout this entire ordeal. You were aware of certain truths before they were validated. You sensed emotions prior to witnessing any proof. The High Priestess illustrates that you were attuned to a higher understanding, which is precisely why you managed to navigate this situation with such success. While these individuals were conspiring in secrecy, You were being directed by a force far more potent than their trivial machinations. You were under divine guidance, and they could sense that energy surrounding you, even if they could not comprehend it. Furthermore, the High Priestess signifies the unveiling of secrets. Thus, this card affirms that concealed matters are now coming to the forefront. Information that was previously concealed from you is now being revealed. Individuals who operated in secrecy are now being recognized for their true selves. A significant unveiling is taking place, causing discomfort for many. The High Priestess stands between the pillars of light and darkness, perceiving both realms. She comprehends the essence of each. This indicates that you grasp the dual nature of this circumstance. You are aware of those who feigned friendship while betraying you. You identify those who pretended to be your allies while secretly wishing for your failure. Now that you have clarity, you are empowered to make informed choices regarding who merits your energy and who does not. Additionally, I sense that there is an individual who owed you the truth. This person should have been forthright with you but opted for silence instead. They possessed more knowledge than they disclosed. They observed events unfold but refrained from voicing their concerns. They may have even been aware of a hidden adversary or someone manipulating you, yet they chose to withhold that information, and now they deeply regret that decision. This regret is consuming them. They are coming to terms with the fact that their silence and lack of transparency have cost them something invaluable. They have lost you. They have forfeited your trust, your presence, and your energy. They are mired in regret, wishing they had made different decisions, wishing they had chosen honesty when it was crucial. Before we proceed, I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude to those who support this channel. Your affection and support are immensely appreciated and enable me to continue delivering these messages. If today's reading resonates with you and you feel inclined to support the channel, you may send super thanks of $10, $20, or $30. Every contribution aids me in creating content for this wonderful community. And if you wish to delve even deeper, consider becoming a channel member to gain access to exclusive content, extended readings, and much more. Your support enables me to devote my time and energy to serving this community, and I am truly thankful for each and every one of you. Now, let us return to this reading, as there is still much to explore. All right, I am sensing an environment that surrounded you. This was not merely one individual targeting you. It feels like an entire group, a toxic atmosphere filled with individuals acting in a very hostile manner. These individuals gossip about one another, scheme against each other, and deceive one another. There is a significant amount of betrayal within this group. It resembles a snake pit where everyone is attacking each other while pretending to be friends. You may have found yourself in a situation where the primary activity was discussing others, and you are aware that when you are with someone who incessantly gossips about everyone else, you can be certain that they will speak about you behind your back as well. Your elevated perspective has allowed you to recognize this before the situation escalated. I am sensing that you may have actually caught someone in the act. You discovered that a person close to you was involved in the gossip concerning you. You realized that someone you believed was supportive was, in fact, speaking ill of you. That must have been a painful revelation, yet it also provided clarity. It validated what your intuition had been indicating all along. And here is the crucial point. Collective, there is now division occurring within this group. You may have inadvertently disrupted the entire group dynamic simply by standing firm in your truth and defending yourself. You are akin to the individual who toppled the first domino, leading to the collapse of the entire structure. Infighting is now taking place. Individuals are turning against one another. The individuals who once stood united in their pursuit of you are now in conflict with one another. The fourth card drawn is the Nine of Swords, which symbolizes anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, and mental distress. However, this energy does not pertain to you, collective. It reflects their current state. The Nine of Swords indicates that those who targeted you are now lying awake at night, overwhelmed by worry and regret. Their thoughts are relentless as they continuously replay everything that transpired, contemplating their actions, their words, and how everything backfired so dramatically. They are under immense stress. This is a person who believed they were clever and strategic, yet they are now coming to terms with a significant error in judgment. They are grappling with the mental anguish of having squandered something genuine, something precious, something irretrievable. Furthermore, the Nine of Swords reveals a heightened sense of paranoia within this individual or these individuals. They are anxious that further information about them will surface. They fear that their secrets will be unveiled. They are apprehensive about what you may know and how you might utilize that knowledge. Some of these individuals are genuinely losing sleep over you, not out of a healthy longing, but due to their fear of the repercussions of their own actions catching up with them, which is precisely what is occurring. Karma is approaching them, and they are unprepared. They did not anticipate facing the consequences of their actions. They believed they could act without facing any real consequences, and now they are discovering just how mistaken they were. Additionally, I perceive that there was an individual who was playing both sides. This situation is quite chaotic. There was someone positioned between various groups or individuals, relaying information back and forth. This person feigned loyalty to multiple parties while actually inciting drama and turmoil. They were engaged in triangulation, manipulation, concealing truths, and disseminating information inappropriately. Now, this entire scheme is unraveling. Individuals are beginning to understand that they were being played by this person. Trust has been shattered, and alliances are disintegrating. What appeared to be a robust group or connection was, in fact, founded on deceit and manipulation, and now it is all collapsing. Additionally, there exists an atmosphere of someone who failed to defend you when it was necessary. This could be the individual who owed you the truth, or it might be someone entirely different, but it is evident that there is someone who remained silent when they should have advocated for you. They observed as you were slandered, gossiped about, and perhaps even attacked, yet they chose to say nothing. They did not support you, and now they are facing the repercussions of that decision. The individuals they were attempting to protect or maintain a good relationship with have also turned against them, leaving them isolated and realizing that their silence cost them the one person who was genuinely supportive of them. That person was you. The fifth and final card in this context is the Six of Cups in reverse. The upright position of the Six of Cups typically signifies nostalgia, joyful memories, innocence, and occasionally reconciliation. However, in its reverse position, this card indicates that someone is trapped in the past. They are unable to stop thinking about you. They are fixated on what was, what might have been, and what they have lost. The Six of Cups in reverse illustrates a failure to progress because they are overly preoccupied with what lies behind them. This individual continuously replays memories of you in their thoughts. They are contrasting their current circumstances with what they experienced with you, and they are coming to the realization of just how fortunate they were. They are overwhelmed with regret, wishing they could return and make different decisions. However, here is the reality check, collective. The Six of Cups in reverse also cautions against idealizing the past or attempting to revert to previous circumstances. What has been done is irreversible. You cannot return the toothpaste to the tube. This individual may wish to contact you. They may seek to apologize, clarify their actions, or rectify the situation. However, the Six of Cups in reverse indicates that reverting to the past is not the solution. The past exists for a reason. You have developed. You have transformed. You have transitioned into a new version of yourself, and that previous dynamic no longer aligns with who you are. This card urges you to maintain your focus ahead and resist being drawn back into old habits or toxic relationships simply because someone is now prepared to acknowledge their wrongdoings. Therefore, let us discuss what lies ahead for you, collective. While these individuals remain entangled in their own drama, regret, conflicts, and karmic repercussions, you are actually receiving a reprieve. You are entering a phase of tranquility. After all you have endured, after overcoming that tower moment, after defending your position and asserting your boundaries, you are finally gaining some space to breathe. The turmoil will remain with them. They will be the ones facing the emotional upheaval. They will be the ones who experience triggers, stress, and are surrounded by negative energies. In contrast, you are progressing into a more harmonious state. You are being divinely shielded from their chaos. I observe that while they undergo public disputes and humiliations, you will concentrate on your own healing and personal development. You will relish your peace. You will reconnect with your true self and recall who you are beyond all that turmoil. The remarkable aspect is that you are not clinging to bitterness or resentment. You are not squandering your energy on vengeance or attempting to retaliate against anyone. You are simply advancing, and that alone is the most potent response you could offer. Your peace is your strength. Your capacity to release and progress is what will ensure your protection and blessings while they continue to descend into chaos. Additionally, there is a message indicating that you should have faith in your defenses. You possess the knowledge to safeguard yourself. You understand how to establish boundaries. This experience has imparted significant lessons, and that acquired wisdom will benefit you as you advance. Do not question yourself. Do not doubt your instincts. If something feels amiss, trust that sensation. If someone's energy feels unsettling, acknowledge that awareness. You have endured enough to identify the warning signs now, and you will no longer overlook them. You are finished granting people the benefit of the doubt when they have already revealed their true nature. You are done justifying the actions of those who do not merit your kindness. I am also sensing that some of you may hear from this individual or these individuals again. They may attempt to reach out, offer explanations, or try to reinsert themselves into your life, but you will recognize their intentions from afar. Your intuition is now fully awakened. You will not be deceived by sweet talk or insincere apologies. You will be capable of distinguishing between authentic remorse and manipulation, and you will make choices based on what is genuinely best for you, rather than what feels comfortable, familiar, or what others believe you should do. This is your life, your energy, your tranquility, and you have the authority to determine who has access to it. The overarching message here, collective, is that you have triumphed. You may not perceive yourself as a victor at this moment. You may still be processing all that has transpired, but believe me when I assert that you have emerged victorious. You dealt them their most significant defeat, and you became their greatest regret, not because you sought to harm them or exact revenge, but simply because you prioritized yourself. You chose your peace. You chose your truth. You refused to diminish or obscure your brilliance or to play a lesser role to accommodate others. And that decision, that commitment to honor yourself, this is what initiated the entire chain reaction that revealed everything and everyone that required exposure. Before we conclude, I would like to request your assistance in ensuring this message reaches a broader audience who needs to hear it. If this reading resonated with you, kindly take a moment to like this video and share it with your friends. Engaging with the content through likes, comments, and share signals to the YouTube algorithm that this video holds value, thereby helping it reach new viewers who are seeking this specific message. There are numerous individuals currently experiencing similar situations who need reassurance that they are not alone, that they are not irrational, and that their intuition has been correct all along. By sharing this video, you are aiding those individuals in finding the confirmation and validation they seek. Therefore, I aid you to promote this video, show it some affection, and let us disseminate this message widely. Collective, I want you to leave this reading with the understanding that you are protected, you are guided, and you possess far more strength than anyone ever acknowledged. Those who underestimated you are currently learning that lesson the hard way. The individuals who believed they could manipulate you are coming to realize they have crossed paths with the wrong person. And the most remarkable aspect is that you do not need to do anything further. You do not have to prove anything to anyone. You are simply allowed to exist in your tranquility and observe as everything unfolds precisely as it should. Maintain your confidence, uphold your standards, and continue progressing. Your most promising days are still ahead of you. I sincerely appreciate your presence here with me today, beautiful souls. This is Blue from Twin Soul Collective Guidance, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Until then, take care of yourselves, trust your journey, and remember that you are exactly where you need to be.